Welcome to video lectures on digital electronics. In this session, our objective is understanding canonical forms of Boolean expressions, writing SOP, POS expressions from the truth table, implementing logic gates for the given expressions, and 2-3 variable corner maps, simplification of SOP and POS forms using K-maps. Canonical form. The standard forms of Boolean expressions are sum of products SOP. Here SOP, sum of products form. Next, POS form, product of sums form. Sum of products form. We know that a product of two or more variables or their complements is AND function of those variables. A sum in Boolean algebra is the same as the OR function. Thus, a sum of products expression is two or more AND functions ORed together. These products are called minterms. Each minterm contains all the variables within the system. Let us take, for example, a 3-variable Boolean system ABC 002 111. Total 8 combinations are there. To derive Boolean expression from the truth table, which is in function with minterms, consider now as shown ABC truth table, which has 3 variables A, B and C. Identify the product terms from each row in which the output is a 1. The sum of these products terms in the desired Boolean expression now you see to write the minterms you have to identify each minterm. We have to express the product in terms of its variable, complemented variable or uncomplemented variable. Okay. One in input column implies true literal. 0 in input column implies complemented literal. Sum of products form example. Let us take. Here the truth table is, so this is the truth table. Now let us write two expressions. If the function is having f1, this is, let us take, this is f1, this is f2, and the output f1 is having its ones from this from this row, from 0 1 1, the function f1 assumes 1 value. From 0 1 1 it is 1, for 1 0 0 it is 1, 1 0 1 it is 1, 1 1 0 it is 1, 1 1 1 it is 1. That is the f1 function. For all other combinations of ABC, that is for 0 0 0, for the 0 0 0, the f1 function is output is 0, and for 0 0 1 the f1 function is 0, for 0 1 0 it is 0. So we want to write minterms. Minterm is product, so its value always will be 1. Now I write for the first minterm. What is the first minterm? Whose f1 value is 1 only. That is the minterm, first minterm. It is for which combination it is 1? 0 1 1. For 0 1 1 it is 1. Hence you have to write f1 equals to a bar bc, a bar bc. This is the first minterm. Next minterm, for 1 0 0 f1 value is 1. For that you have to write plus. This is the second minterm for 1 0 0. 1 means a is 1, means a, you should not complement. B is 0, hence you have to complement it, b bar. C is 0, hence you have to complement it, 0, c bar. And next minterm is 1 0 1, that means plus a, b is 0, hence b bar, c is 1, hence you have to write as it is, c. And next minterm is for 1 1 0. For 1 1 0 means a is 1, b is 1, hence a, you have to write plus a, b is also 1, c is 0, hence c bar you have to write. Okay, next plus next minterm is 1 1 1. A is 1, B is 1, C is 1. That means A, B, C. So how many minterms are there? How many products are there? Total 5 products, 5 minterms. Each minterm value always will be 1. So this is F1, and this is called SOP, sum of products form expression. This is the canonical form. This is the canonical SOP form, because each minterm is having literal. All literals. Each minterm having all literals. So that is a important point you have to remember. For F2 is, you have to write similarly. For F2, where it is 1, F2, for 0 0 0 it is 1. Hence A bar, B bar, C bar. A bar, B bar, C bar. Plus next, for 0 0 1, F2 equals to 1. So 001 means A bar, B bar, C bar, C. A bar, B bar, C, because it is 001 plus next minterm for 010, for 010, that means A bar, B, C bar. So this is the F2 expression. So this is the F1 expression, this is the F2 expression. Whenever a truth table is given, and we can write easily the SOP canonical forms, SOP form, by identifying the minterms. Minterms are all ones. Therefore, F in canonical form is SOP form. You can easily identify like this. That can be represented as sigma m 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. That is minterm 3, minterm 4, minterm 5, minterm 6, minterm 7. So that is the expression that already we have. For example, let us in the truth table, remember this is for the truth table 000 means it is the 0. 001 it is 1. 010 it is 2. 011 it is 3. 100 it is 4. 101 it is 5. It is 116, 110 it is 6. 111 7. So that means the minterms can be identified with decimal numbers also, that you have to remember. These are the binary configurations, these are the decimal equivalent numbers, or 000 0, 0011, 0102, 0113, like that. These are the decimal equivalents. That means what are the minterms for F1? Minterms for F1 means its outputs are 1111. That is the idea. You have to identify them. So what are the minterms here? For 011 onwards up to 111, it is having F1 value 1. Hence F1 minterms in decimals are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have to write like this. That is the F1. This is the F1. F1 is having, you have to always write sigma small m in the brackets, 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6 comma 7. That means in those positions the F1 is having the values 1, minterm values 1. That you have to keep in mind. So this is the way of expressing, writing the Boolean expression canonical form like this. Their minterms A bar B C, already we have written that, plus A B bar C bar plus A B bar C plus A B C bar plus A B C. So after you get the canonical form expression, that can be simplified by applying Boolean laws. So inverse function is the f2, already we have discussed. Inverse function is the f2. For the f2, what are the minterms? Sigma m 0 comma 1 comma 2. At these positions only, in the truth table, at these positions only, f2 is having the value 1. Hence the inverse function Boolean expression can be expressed as sigma m 0 1 comma 2. So this is the way of writing Boolean expressions. So you can simplify canonical form of Boolean expressions using Boolean laws. So you take the common a b bar, and in these terms, if you observe a b, from this you take the common a b bar, and from this you take the common a b, and you will have the function c plus c bar is always 1. So finally you will have the expression like this. And next, once again, if you observe the expression, from these two terms, if a is taken common, b bar plus b. So finally a plus a bar bc. And the next step also, by induction theorem, we will have the formula a plus bc finally. Like this, you will have this expression a plus a bar bc. You can write by induction theorem, this can be written as a plus bc, a plus a bar. This is the way. So this becomes 1. Hence the final expression will be this only. That means you have to take the truth table, describe a Boolean system with the truth table by writing different combinations of the variables identified, and after that write the standard canonical form of SOP, then apply Boolean laws to simplify those expressions. Okay. So this is the minimal function we have. So in the similar way, we can solve different problems, and you can write SOPs and minimize those SOPs. And not only that, after simplification, we can implement that Boolean expression using basic gates or universal gates. So this function, what we had reduced, f1 equals to a plus bc, can be implemented using the simple and or logic. like this. One AND gate is required. To the AND gate, B, C are given, and output is BC. And next, to get the final output, we need one OR gate. So this is the F1, and you give another input A to this. So this is the implementation of simplified Boolean expression. So not only that, using basic gates and or not, you can implement a simplified expression. Otherwise, you can use NAND only, because NAND is the universal gate. You can use that universal gate to implement the Boolean expression. So now the Boolean expression is F1. For implementing with NAND gates only, what you have to do is you have to double complement that F, and accordingly you have to implement like this. Using NANDs only. Using NANDs only. For that, what you have to do is you have to take, let us see, you have to take F double bar is F. F double bar is F only. That means A plus BC double bar. So you apply the De Morgan law, then you will get A bar. This plus function becomes dot function, BC whole bar whole bar. By observing this, what you have to understand is A bar. You see, this is the A bar. That means with one NAND gate, shorted input to NAND gate, you can get the A bar, and dot BC whole bar. BC whole bar means BC are given to one NAND gate. The output is BC whole bar, and BC bar is there, A bar is there available. So these two you have to give them to another NAND gate. So the output is this only, whole bar. You will get whole bar, this expression. So F2 function, that is the inverse function that we had discussed. It is the expression like this. Let us simplify this. From these two terms, C bar is common, hence take common, and that will reduce to 1, hence A bar B bar remains. A bar B bar. So from these two terms you have to take common. A bar B bar you take common from these two terms, and you will get this term, and this you take as it is. Okay, next you got that expression because C plus C bar is 1. After that, take A bar common, then B bar plus BC bar you get. So this expression b bar plus bc bar you can write like this by induction theorem, that already I told you. This you can write like this: a bar b bar plus b b bar plus c bar. So this is 1, this is 1, hence what is remaining? A bar b bar plus c bar. So these are the terms we got here. So open the brackets: a bar b bar plus a bar c bar. This is the minimal expression after simplification. So here let us implement this expression using basic gates and or not. So whenever directly a bar is given as input to AND gate means, don't be confused. After not operation only a bar is available. After not gate, first you have to give a to not gate. So a to not gate, you will get a bar. That a bar you have here. Okay. So by observing the expression, to implement that, two products are there, hence two AND gates are required. And because OR operation is there, plus you need OR gate, so one OR gate and two AND gates are required to implement this. You have to give the inputs accordingly: a bar b bar a bar c bar, like that. Finally you get the output like this. And not only that, for example, implement using NAND gates only. Implement using NAND gates only. How to do that? First, you have to write the expression f2 is the inverse function, f2 double bar, f2 double bar means a bar b bar plus a bar c bar. This is the actual expression, double bar. You have to make it double bar. Once you made it double bar, the expression becomes like this: a bar a bar b bar whole bar dot, plus operation becomes dot, a bar c bar whole bar, next total whole bar. So this is the Boolean expression uh, which is suitable for implementing with the NAND gates only. That is the idea, using NAND gates only. So you can observe here: a bar b bar, one NAND gate is required. For a bar c bar, another NAND gate this is required. And those two outputs you give to another NAND gate. So finally you get the actual implementation. Next, product of sums. Product of sums. In this, it is duals of sum of products. Some terms are shown as max terms. A Boolean expression can be written as product of these sum terms. To derive a Boolean expression from the truth table, which is in function with max terms. You see, observe here. Observe here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So how to write the min terms? Min term, not min term, max term. How to write max terms? Max term value always 0. So a is 0 means you take it as a, not a bar. A, b is also 0, hence b plus c. A plus b plus c. So max term 0. Here a plus b plus c bar m1. C bar here. Here is the c bar. C bar. Here a plus b bar plus c. This is the m2, max term 2. Next, a plus b bar plus c bar, max term 3. And a bar plus b plus c, max term 4. A bar plus b plus c bar, max term 5. A bar plus b bar plus c, max term 6. A bar plus b bar plus c bar. This is the max term 7. So these are the max terms. We have to write like this. Consider, for example, this is a truth table. Identify the sum terms, max terms from each row in which the output is 0. That means the max term value always will be 0 only. Okay, the same functions, let us take f1 and f2, and let us write the max terms. Here for f1, this is the f1, f1, this is the f2. For f1 function, the max terms are 3. Where are the max terms? 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. Hence, for the f1 function, you have to write the max terms like this: 0, 0, 0. That means a plus b plus c. For 0, 0, 1, max term, that means a plus b plus c bar. For 0, 1, 0, a plus b bar plus c. So you can write this expression f1 expression like this also. That means F1 equals to pi capital M capital M 0 comma 1 comma 2, both are equal, both are equal. You have to express like this or like this, no problem. Both are Boolean expressions, POS form. These are the standard product of sums. In this, with basic gates you can implement. How to implement? Because it is the product of sums or and realization, or and realization, because sums are available, product of sums, so each term is a sum, hence or function first comes and the next product is the final and function. Like this you can implement, like this you can implement. You see, the first this is the first one, OR gate, a plus b plus c. For the second expression, or next OR gate. For the third term, max term, third OR gate, like this. So finally, this is the OR level. These are the OR level. Next AND level. Finally AND. That means in between each bracket AND function is there, isn't it? This is the AND function. Between each bracket AND operation is there. So all these three outputs are given to AND gate, 3 input AND gate. Finally we will get the function F1. This is the F1 function or AND realization. In this, you can use, instead of OR AND realization, you can use universal gate, NOR gate only, NOR gates only you can use. So how to write? Take the expression and double complement it, and you will have NOR realization, as I explained about NAND relation for the SOP forms, like this. That means this is the F1. Okay, 1 minute. This is the F1. You just double complement it, double complement it, double complement it. Then what do you get? After double complement, what do you get? A plus B plus C bar plus A plus B plus C bar complement plus A plus B plus C bar complement, whole complement. So that means for the first lower bar I applied De Morgan law. For the lower bar I applied De Morgan law. I got this expression. By observing this expression, what do you understand? This term can be implemented with one NOR, top NOR. This term you can implement with second NOR. This term you can implement with third NOR. All these you give to, all these outputs you give to another output NOR. Finally you will get this expression, which is F1 only. There is no change. This is F1 only. This is the way of implementing NOR implementation for the POS forms. Let us take inverse function that we have discussed, that is f1 function. So for the f1 function, this is the product of sums. You have to, in similar way, you have to double complement it, and once double complement is reached, you first apply De Morgan law to the lower bar like this. One minute, like this you double complement. For this lower bar you apply a De Morgan law, then you will get like this: a plus b bar plus c bar bar. This dot function becomes or function: a bar plus b plus c. Like this you have to go on writing, and this is the whole bar. This is the whole bar. That means this can be implemented with one NOR gate. This can be implemented with other NOR gate. Like that, all these NORs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 NORs, and 5 NORs output you have to give, apply to final NOR gate. Then you will get the final X implementation diagram. Now, for example, let us take a simple example. Simple example: a truth table, two variable truth table A B. What is function is output y. How many combinations are there? Two variables: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1. In decimals it is 0 1 2 3. So let us take the output like this: 0 1 1 0. These are the outputs. These are the outputs. The question here is, write the SOP form and POS expressions for this given truth table. So let me write first the SOP form. Standard SOP form. The standard SOP form can be written like this. You identify the outputs where ones are there. So y equals to a bar b plus a b bar. So this is the SOP expression, and this expression you can write like this also: sigma small m, where the outputs are ones, at the decimal equivalent 1 comma 2. So SOP form for this truth table is like this. You can write in both the ways. So let me tell POS form. For the POS form, you have to identify the outputs where max terms are zeros. So y equals to Now POS, what is it? POS form. POS also in two ways you can write. Y equals to A plus B and A bar plus B bar. So this is the POS expression. This is the POS expression. Another way also you can write this. This is pi capital M in the brackets 0 comma 3. So in both the ways, this is the way of writing SOP and POS expressions for a given truth table. Once SOP POS expressions are available, you can simplify them and you can implement with basic gates or universal gates as I already discussed. Okay, with this I conclude my lesson. We have learnt SOP and POS forms of expressions, writing those expressions and using truth table in both the ways and implementing with the basic gates and universal gates. Thank you.